Imagine a single phone call, in a skyscraper you've never heard of, moving billions of dollars across borders illegally. No laws are broken, yet the world shifts in ways you'll never see on the news. A decision like that can sink a company, inflate a currency, or make an entire country's economy wobble. And most of us never even know it happened. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is how the super rich actually play the global economy. And right now, with markets jittery, interest rates rising, and debt levels exploding, their moves matter more than ever. Understanding it isn't optional, it's the only way to see how power really works in money. Here's the secret. Billionaires don't just invest. They engineer conditions. They do it through three main levers: capital allocation, political influence, and financial instruments that most people barely notice. When a billionaire moves money into startups, private equity, or hedge funds, they aren't just chasing profits. They're signaling markets, shifting risk, and often controlling supply chains without anyone realizing. Lobbying, campaign donations, policy advisory roles, it's legal. But it tilts regulations in ways that compound wealth. A small tax change here, a regulatory loophole there, over time, it can add billions to a balance sheet. And then there's financial engineering. Think derivatives, offshore structures, or special purpose vehicles. They're complex, but simple in effect. They turn small advantages into massive ones, while staying fully within the law. Combine these, and the system almost seems rigged, except technically, it isn't. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. The math behind compounding wealth at this scale isn't linear, it's exponential. A billionaire who grows their fortune by 10% a year doesn't just get richer, they gain influence over entire sectors, currencies, and markets. 10% on $1 million is small. 10% on $10 billion, that's leverage enough to bend industries. And that leverage grows quietly, invisibly, every year. Meanwhile, the headlines celebrate tech unicorns or record stock surges, painting a picture of innovation and competition. But underneath, the story is one of consolidation. A few hands controlling capital flows that can determine winners and losers before the public market even reacts. The hype is loud. The mechanics are silent. Over decades, this adds up. Economies shift. Inequality accelerates. Policy debates lag behind reality. Crises, like 2008 or the recent banking tremors, aren't random, they're amplified by these concentrated powers. You might not see it directly, but every market ripple has someone strategically pushing or pulling it. So next time a billionaire makes a simple investment or a bank moves assets quietly, remember, no laws were broken. But the rules of the game bend anyway. The question isn't whether they can influence the system, it's how long it will take for the rest of us to notice. And when we do, will it already be too late?